This week on the LTU Sports Report, we get into all the fall sports action around campus and get to know some of our student athletes. We have highlights from our men's and women's tennis teams, go inside all of the best homecoming events on campus, and the Blue Devil football team is back at home against Indiana Wesleyan. Don't go anywhere because the LTU Sports Report starts right now.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Sneth Camp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker. Discover your strengths and follow your passion with us. What's up, everyone? I'm Kiara Hay, and thanks for tuning into the LTU Sports Report. We're the only show in the Midwest giving you exclusive coverage of an NAIA team. Gabe, can you believe we're already halfway through our first season?
I can't. It's crazy how fast the time goes by. We just want to give a big thanks to everyone who tunes in every Monday on Fox Sports and who watches on our social media pages. This episode will not disappoint because it is homecoming week here at LTU, and we have got fun activities and events all week long.
That's right, and we'll be showing you clips of those events along with highlights from our men's soccer team. I don't want to jinx it, but they're on a winning streak, and this week they go up against Rochester College. We also, for the first time on the show, will show you our women's basketball team with the season's preview.
That's right. I sat down with Coach Kai and some of the women on the team, and they are pumped for their upcoming season. But first, we're going to go to the Southfield courts for our men's and women's tennis highlights.
Our mentality was to have a good fight because we expected a good team playing against us, and we went on court fighting for every single ball, and I think we played well. We basically have a brand new team right now. I'm the only upperclassman, and from the last team, all the rest are freshmen, and throughout the season we were getting better, and I think now we're improving with every single game, and I think the longer we play together, the better we're going to do.
Boys had a great fall season, as did the girls. We're young on the boys' side, which lends itself to rookie mistakes, and we've got a sturdy foundation, and I'm real excited about what's going to happen in the next year or so with the guys we have on court now. Girls swept their doubles matches, boys were swept in their doubles matches. Boys played very well against a very well-coached, good team. We'd seen them a couple of weeks ago at the ITA tournament and knew what we were expecting. We'd never seen the girls before. This is their first trip here, and as I said earlier, our girls are very, very good, and they displayed that today.
We're done with our fall season. We finished our season at 3-2, and now it's looking very well for the spring season, so we're really excited. Today against Goshen, I played with Samantha Cohn, and we won 8-0. We started with 1 through 3 singles. They got partly done, and then it started raining and we had to abandon the match.
The girls are as strong as they've ever been. I'm really looking forward to this spring. It just happens that the fall has ended now, and you want to get spring started tomorrow. It's not going to happen for another couple of months, but we have another opportunity to look toward a championship in the WAC for the girls, which we played the championship match last year and got beaten, but I think this year might be our year, so I'm fingers crossed.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Coach Kai of the women's basketball team. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
And just to get into it real quick, the preseason's been going pretty good so far, I hear. Tell us a little bit about what you're going through with your team as you prepare for the season.
Yeah, I think right now we're just a lot of little growing pains, right? We scrimmage on Saturday, so I feel overwhelmed, and I know they do as well, because we're just trying to put a lot in before we see 2 different teams.
And you've got a lot of returning kids on the team, 3 seniors, I believe, and then a lot of supporting juniors in that cast as well. What does that mean to you to have that kind of leadership already instilled on the team?
Yeah, I'm all about leadership and cultures.
How hungry are they to really get those playoff wins, really get to the national tournament again and make an actual run?
I think they're excited and they're definitely hungry, especially that senior group. And everybody underneath them respects them and wants to do it for the seniors.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we were very excited to see how you guys do this season. Hopefully another national tournament appearance. Coming up next, we sit down with first-year men's basketball coach Josh Pickens. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So just to get things started, this is your second year here at Lawrence Tech. You finally got your brand new recruiting class in. How are things going so far?
Going well. A lot of young guys. Have 10 freshmen out of 11 newcomers. So I got some gray hairs here, but the guys are working hard, and more importantly, our 3 returners are really leading them in the right direction.
How did you even kind of get involved with Lawrence Tech and come here to be the new head coach last year?
Yeah, well, that's a lifelong dream of mine to be a head college coach, and I was an assistant for 7 years. The opportunity at Lawrence Tech opened up, and I applied and I interviewed, and thanks Scott Trudeau for giving me an opportunity. I'm not naive. I understand that no job's easy to get, so I'm very blessed and thankful to have this job here.
What are some of the schemes, formations, things that you're implementing to get the best success out of your team?
Yeah, we're simple. We want to defend and rebound at a very, very high level. I think last year, again, we kind of laid the foundation of being one of the hardest playing teams in the country and in the league.
And thank you again, Coach, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
We have a lot more in store for you here on the LTU Sports Report, including the men's soccer homecoming game against conference foe Rochester College. Don't go anywhere.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
I ordered 2 large Howie Mauis with butter cheese crust.
Wow, you are one serious breast cancer awareness supporter.
Warrior for love, hope, and pizza. Can't seem to reach my wallet.
Flavor fanatics love us because for every pizza sold in October, a portion goes to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Now get a medium 1-topping pizza for $1 when you buy a large 1-topping pizza at regular menu price.
Hungry?
Howie's!
FANUC America is the #1 supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation. Our certified automation training prepares students for high-tech careers in advanced manufacturing. Manufacturers use automation to maximize productivity. That's why high-paying careers in advanced automation are in demand today. Our CERT program provides manufacturers and educators a STEM-based curriculum centered on robotics and automation training. Contact FANUC to learn more about our certified automation training programs.
On October 10th, the Blue Devil men's soccer team was hosting the Rochester College Warriors in their annual homecoming game under the lights on the L2 athletic field. The rain began to fall early in the half, making it a bit tougher on both teams to put together a successful attack. However, the boys came prepared and struck first as Ryan Resendez with some good ball control, fighting through defenders and taking a shot on net. It's deflected, but sophomore Kevin Wright was there for the rebound, and he easily puts it in the back of the net. Blue Devils up 1-0 at the half. Jump 2 late in the second half. L2 up 2 now after Alvaro Garcia buried one off the corner kick from Adrian Maling. Just minutes after that, junior Jake Wojcinski found some open space and plays the ball upfield to Wright, looking for his second of the night, and with a nice move, he gets an open shot on net and tallies his 8th goal of the season. The men's soccer team does not disappoint the home crowd and puts Rochester away with a final score of 3-0 on homecoming night. This is the 5th straight win for the boys, as well as their 5th shutout in a row. Max Jewett stood tall on the Warriors' only shot, and Kevin Wright's 2 goals helped improve the team to 8-4-1 on the season and 5-1 in the WAC.
First 20 minutes, played great. Rain came, and we didn't play so good. You know, touch was off, movement off. We're trying to force everything forward. In the second half, Still took us a little while. We were getting outworked. Rochester, hat off to them. They did a great job coming at us in the second half. Once we got the second goal, we knew the game was over. And then we got the third goal. We had a couple other chances to score, but we'll take the 3-0 win, especially on homecoming.
I think the most positive part of the night was the 5th straight shutout. That's really good for our program and our team. It really helps boost our confidence as a team because it's not just a defensive thing. It starts all the way from the front and works its way back to us to keep the shutout.
Obviously, shutouts are always desirable. If you don't get scored and you can't lose, it's impossible. So only one shot on net, so I have to really credit the defense, but overall worked well as a unit.
Hi, I'm Bailey. I bowl for the LTU women's bowling team. My dream travel destination would be Aruba or something tropical because I like the warm weather. My favorite non-cat or dog animal would be a giraffe because I kind of remind myself of a giraffe. My favorite holiday is Christmas because I really like getting presents and I like the snow. My favorite movie is Benchwarmers because it's super funny and I really like baseball. Really wish chivalry would come back because I think boys need to be nicer to girls.
With over 100 degree programs, including graduate and doctoral offered at LTU, their one common theme is the focus on theory and practice, the art of learning through classroom and hands-on training. In a world where everyone and everything is digitally connected like never before, the graduates who will be valued most are those who can think critically and communicate effectively. Lawrence Tech's Media Communication program has been specifically designed to address these requirements. A degree in Media Communications prepares students to be cross-trained in journalism, broadcasting, production, and public relations.
The opportunities are endless. There's clubs like Blue Devil Broadcasting that's student-run, and we do stuff with social media, videos about campus, about the sports teams.
If you see yourself studying media communications in the future, consider enrolling at Lawrence Technological University. For more information on the degree programs offered at LTU, head over to the website, ltu.edu today.
With homecoming comes a lot of fun events, just like the one that's going on behind me right now, where the girls are taking on the LTU staff. So coming up after this break, be sure to stay tuned and watch the faculty play the students.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
You've worked hard to raise your family and build a happy life for them. Don't let unforeseen circumstances jeopardize everything you've built. Planning for Your Future is a law firm that makes it easy and affordable to protect your family with estate planning, wills, trusts, deeds, power of attorney, minor, and elder care. The experts at Planning for Your Future will meet with you, prepare your documents, and make sure you understand what each does. So contact Planning for Your Future today to set up your free phone consultation, because your future begins now.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, and we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
We
This is our 8th year doing it. It's been a lot of fun, you know. Each year it just gets us out here. We have a little bit of fun. Students get surprised that we don't croak, I think. We had Gabe, we had John Havron, we had Jay Redmond. Known Jade since he was a freshman, so that was great. Other staff members included Dan McKeon, Alante. We had a good team. Our defense was great. Theirs was non-existent. So it was. I mean, we were just lobbing passes up, and our guys came down from them. So I had good receivers. And then we see some pretty talented students every year.
I didn't realize this is Kevin. I thought this was Drew Brees one I had today. Oh my goodness, I had all that confidence. I thought this was Drew Brees.
Yeah, so I'm a student here at Lawrence Tech. Throughout my day, bouncing around between architecture studio, meetings, and whatever my Google Calendar tells me I need to be. So we came out there, had a lot of fun. With it being homecoming week, there's a lot of school spirit and everything. We wanted to give back to the staff a little bit, so we let them win tonight. But overall, it was a fun time. We had a good game. So
we were supposed to play girls, didn't play girls, played some 6-foot-tall guys. It was a little hard to see over all of them and to see my receivers, maybe 5 foot. So yeah, it was a little challenging, but we managed to score some, so it was good. Yeah, I had fun. It's nice to be able to play. I haven't played since high school, so it's been a little while, but I like throwing football, and you don't get too much in Michigan considering how cold it is. The football team finally plays home. They've been away for a couple weeks, so we get to finally see them in the tailgating, and then there's the concert after, We the Kings. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
For the homecoming, we've been waiting a long time to have a homecoming football game, and it's a great matchup. Got a good crowd coming. Yeah, I'm not going to sleep Friday night. We're very excited.
My words out there, he's a true warrior. He's part of our family now, right? And it's not just another recruit and not just another member of the team, but a brother. And hopefully our guys can be a mentor to him, but I also want our guys to learn from him.
This is going to be our biggest accomplishment, even if we win the championship or if we don't. Any game we win, it will never equal up to this because we're helping somebody out, and that means more to me than any basketball game or any basketball achievement.
Team Impact has brought in a sense of purpose for him. Getting to belong to a member of a team, feeling like he belongs someplace. It's meant a lot to him to join. He could not wait to join. That's all he could talk about all summer was Team Impact and the Lawrence Tech men's basketball team.
It's an inspiration for him to actually learn a little bit more about the game. I mean, I think it's great.
Because mostly I've had this weird cough thing. Sherry knows about this, and so does he. So I missed a lot of practices.
Yep. But now we're back.
Thank God.
Yep, we're back
we'll be
and ready to go.
Regularly. It's meant a lot because he suffers from several health issues, and within the last couple of years, he's suffered from some depression because of it. It's kind of brought him out of his funk being able to join a group like this.
On a night like this, it always just brings energy, especially around the community, and it's a good way to start off the season for everybody. It kicks off a lot of things, makes the season get a good start.
I had to dribble through some cones, and then I had to pass through a small hoop with a net. Took me a couple tries, but we made it, and then
we've been here for 5 years and we've never had a Midnight Madness, so just seeing everyone supporting us and having an event like this was super cool, and it sponsored the men's and women's basketball team, which was pretty cool. The spotlight was on me and I just thought it was a really surreal moment. I didn't really think of anything other than this is awesome and I'm glad to be here and part of the team.
Favorite dunker I would have to say is Russell Westbrook. Just because of the simple fact when he dunks, you hear it. So that was my main point of emphasis tonight. Every time I went up to dunk, I just wanted the crowd to hear it. The energy was absolutely amazing. I know especially there's some guys on the football team that are from Florida. They were hyping me up, trying to get me in rhythm, and it was like soon as I finished the dunk, they were right there. They were right there crowding me, rushing me. It was an amazing feeling.
We hope you've enjoyed the show so far because we've saved the best for last. All the highlights from the highly anticipated Blue Devil homecoming football game against Indiana Wesleyan coming up next on the LTU Sports Report. We'll be right back.
It's tough to improve on an original, and Snethkamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for only $79 a month for 24 months, or a new Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 at just $59 a month during Ram Power Days and Jeep Adventure Days at Snethkamp on Telegraph in Redford.
Snethkamp, Metro Detroit's original. Snethkamp, Snethkamp.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying, because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
Welcome to LTU Game Day. As you guys can see, the sun is shining. We have a beautiful morning for college football. We are brought to you by the inaugural homecoming football game at Lawrence Technological University. It's been a great start to the season.
They're off to a 5-0 start. I don't think anyone expected this coming into the season, but today, big test with Indiana Wesleyan. But, you know, so far, 55 points per game. But what really stands out to me, Gabe, it's not all by the offense.
No, it definitely is not all about the offense. The defense was holding their own, more than holding their own, especially with the special teams involved. They're outscoring their opponents 42-36, but on all sides of the ball. You know, they're getting fumbles for touchdowns, interceptions, pick sixes. They're doing it all on both sides of the ball and on special teams as well.
This could go either way. On paper, you look at this rushing attack for Indiana Wesleyan. You know, they got a couple backs, both over 400 yards, both with multiple touchdowns. But that strength of Lawrence Tech is the defense, and it is the rush defense. Defense is going to come out in the end. I think we're going to see a heck of a game here today. Definitely not a blowout, but I'm going to take Lawrence Tech in the slim victory.
That's a great pick. I'm also going to take Lawrence Tech, but not for the defensive aspect of it, because our own rushing attack, a three-headed monster. We got Mikhail Otero, Tannen Foley, and Ahmad Sabah all have over 100-plus rushing yards in the game this year, and all three are getting touches, multiple touchdowns. These guys are monsters. Coach Belfi is letting them have it every day at practice. You can just tell that he's got his guys ready to run through a wall against this Indiana Wesleyan team.
And you guys, Indiana Wesleyan, in the same boat, first season of football, just like Lawrence Tech, and they're going to be hungry, coming into another team's field, and they're going to put up a big test. Big test. But it's Lawrence Tech's day, so we're rolling.
Let's see. Yeah!
You know, Derek, I think you jumped the gun a little bit on putting the headgear on.
Absolutely
we forgot
did.
to welcome in our celebrity student picker of the day. We have a member of Phi Tau Beta with us here, Candace, to select the LTU versus Indiana Wesleyan matchup. Candace, what are your thoughts on today's game?
I gotta say LTU. It might be a little bit biased, but it's homecoming week, it's homecoming day, it's the game, and I think they're gonna win. They're gonna bring it all the way through. Our boys are gonna do great.
In the highly anticipated Blue Out homecoming football game, first of the modern era, our LTU Blue Devils standing at 5-0. We're set to take on the 4-1 Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats for the first of a pair of meetings between the first-year programs this season. We pick things up in the middle of the first quarter. LTU down 3-0, and back on defense, Wildcat QB Zach Blair heaves one down the sideline, but it is picked off by Andrew Campbell. The Traverse City native makes a huge play to get the offense back on the field. 2nd and 5 from the Westland 40. Tyler Kolka drops back looking for an open man. Lets one fly to Terrell Cunningham. He bobbles the ball but brings it back in down for a big gain for the Blue Devils. That catch would set up Kolka from the 11-yard line. He drops back and floats one to the corner of the end zone. Kendall Williams makes an amazing catch to put the Blue Devils up 7-3 after a successful extra point. With only 53 seconds left in the first, Brad Gibson set up for a 20-yard field goal attempt after the offense was unable to punch it in. Cam Jamison on the hold, and the kick splits the uprights. LTU takes a 7-point lead, now up 10-3. First possession of the second half, Wildcats up 16-10, and a deep ball from Blair is picked off by Campbell once again. He gets his second interception of the game and gives the offense a chance to take back the lead. threatening in the red zone with momentum building. Kolka fakes the handoff to Foley, rolls out and finds an open Williams once again in the back of the end zone for their second touchdown connection of the game. Blue Devils take the lead back up 17-16. Late in the third quarter now, and the Wildcats were taking over up 23-16. Devontae Alford takes the give, and he finds the end zone. Under a minute to go in the game, and the Blue Devil offense was driving down the field, now down 38-16. Kolka not letting the deficit stop him as he takes a shot to the end zone for Cunningham, and he holds on for the touchdown and the final score of the game. A tough loss for the home team as Indiana Wesleyan hands the Blue Devils their first loss of the season with a final score of 38-24. Both teams now stand at 5-1 and will meet again on November 17th at IWU for the final game of the reboot season.
You know, we prepared all week. The coach did a great job getting us a good game plan. I think a few times, including myself, we didn't execute it as we needed to. I think we started with a lot of intensity and punched them in the mouth, and we just had to keep it going throughout. Like you said, this is our first loss, so we haven't really had to overcome a ton of adversity. So this week is going to be a big test. We got another big week next week, and we just got to stay together and do our thing.
You know, we just need to not leave it as a failure. We need to turn that failure into success and learn and grow from it. We need to come together as a team. You know, we got to point the thumb. We can't point fingers, right? Coaches need to look at ourselves, find out what we can do better. You know, players need to do the same. You know, our most competitive game of the season and got a little bit overwhelmed by that. So one thing I said the coaches need to do is we need to help them handle adversity a little bit better. If we can do that, we can hang with anybody in the league.
You know, we showed that we can move the ball and we have the talent to make plays. And, you know, we just got to keep progressing, take the good things and get rid of the bad. I think what we did is we learned from it, and if you saw on that last drive, that's a big confidence builder for us. We picked up, we learned how to get things rolling, we ran the right routes, we made plays, you know, our receivers made plays, our line picked up their blocks, it was great. So, you know, it's a good momentum builder for us going into our next weeks coming. I mean, it's not going to be that easy anymore, so we got to keep stepping up and we got to keep making plays, and we got to be able to adjust to those situations.
Coming up this week in LTU Athletics. On Monday, men's golf wraps up the Motor City Invitational while women's golf begins their third WAC tournament at University of Northwestern Ohio through Tuesday. On Tuesday, women's soccer faces Siena Heights under the lights on the LTU field at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, men's soccer looks to continue their win streak as they travel to Siena Heights at 5 p.m. Women's volleyball plays at Loras University at 7 p.m. in an important WAC conference matchup. On Friday the 19th, women's volleyball takes on Aquinas College at home at 7 p.m. Men's hockey will hit the road to Fort Wayne, Indiana to play the Indiana Tech Warriors at 7:30 p.m. Saturday the 20th, both men's and women's cross country compete in the Great Lakes Invitational. Women's volleyball faces Cornerstone University at home at 7 p.m. Football loads up the Blue Devil bus to play Northern Michigan University in the UP. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Both men's and women's soccer teams are at home to play Loras University. The women play at 3 p.m. and the men follow up at 7 p.m. Both hockey teams play at Indiana Tech with the NAIHA team playing at 5:30 p.m. and the ACHA team at 8 p.m. Finally, on Sunday the 21st, men's hockey ACHA continues play in Fort Wayne. Puck drops at 12 p.m.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap on this week's episode of the LTU Sports Report, but we will be right back here next Monday on Fox Sports Detroit.
That's right, but in the meantime, follow LTU Athletics on social media for daily updates.
Until next time, I'm Gabe O'Neill.
And I'm Kiara Hay. Go Blue Devils! LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Snethkamp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker. Discover your strengths and follow your passion with us.